Hey, today we are going to talk about how to heal your gut, which is very, very important. And I'm going to tell you why in this second. Uh, I always tell you to do anti-inflammatory diet and to implement anti-inflammatory diet. But let's be honest, if your body cannot digest the foods, even the best ones, then it's going to be very, very difficult for you. You know, you can't benefit from the goods in this food if you can't digest them. Okay. You have to know in the first that we are more bacteria than the humans. We've got several trillions of bacteria in our gut, and they help us with many, many things. And then help us with digestions. They help us with production of vitamins. They help us with the immunity and dealing with inflammation, which is so important for us and the girls. Okay. And they are also linked to circadian rhythm. If you are following me, you know that I talk a lot about circadian and infradian rhythm and how to synchronize and live according to your rhythms. The bacteria in our gut are also living according to our rhythms, which is a little bit mind-blowing when you think about it. You know, small bacteria. And how do you know that you have unhealthy gut? So what are the symptoms of unhealthy gut? Think, do you have any of this? Upset stomach. It's mean like heartburn, or you just feel like whatever you eat, you've got the problem with the stomach. That also can mean the bloating, like whatever you eat triggers you bloating. Many endo girls have unhealthy gut because many of us take a lot of painkillers, which contributing to our poor condition of our gut. Also, the anti-contraception pills that contributing to it, and also all kind of antibiotics. They destroying good bacteria. So many of us have unhealthy gut in one way or another. And I also had it, but for me it was okay. Mild anti-inflammatory diet was okay, and the variety of the food was enough for me to heal my gut, because if you give your body variety of different foods, that means your body can have variety of different kind of bacteria in your gut. So the symptoms, the stomach upset and the bloating, insomnia also, because all this problem related with your gut are linked to infradian rhythm. That means that if you disturb this rhythm, if you disturb your sleep, you also disturb your gut. It's all connected, fatigue, chronic fatigue, all the food intolerances, they are linked with your gut, all the skin conditions, and all the allergies. So if you have some of the symptoms, that means it's very likely that you might have some problems with your gut. Okay. If you have gut related problems, focus on healing your gut first. This is very, very important. And there's plenty ways of how to do it. It depends which kind of condition you have. You might have a SIBO, or you might have irritable bowel syndrome. So just to know that endo diet might have to wait a little bit until you heal your gut. So if you've got one of these conditions I mentioned, please follow the food map diet instead of normal anti-inflammatory diet, and heal your gut first. And after that, you will be able to gradually introduce other foods, And this is kind of pro tip for me, from me, what I was doing to make the food better for me to digest, because I also had the problems with that. For example, I've been steaming the vegetables. I've been cooking more truthfully all my food. And also, I've been mixing them in the mixer. So I find out that it's more easy for me to have the spinach and my veggies actually blended, or the veggies blended as a soup, instead of eating them like, raw or even cooked. That didn't trigger my gut symptoms that much. Okay, so let's focus on how to heal your gut. Get sufficient sleep. Your microbiome follows the circadian rhythm, so sleep minimum 7 hours a day. Another step is to drink more water. Hydration improves the health of the tissues in your body. It's also help your liver to detoxify, which is very important for endo girls because we have too high estrogen. The next step is introduce probiotics and prebiotics in your diet. If you're thinking what is the difference between one and another, probiotics are food or supplements with live good bacteria in them. And prebiotics include elements that provide food that can promote the growth of bacteria in the gut. So what are examples of each? For example, fresh green veggies, onions, garlic, fruits, whole grains, and the foods high in natural fiber are great prebiotics. And then you've got kombucha, kimi, and pickles, which are good sources of natural probiotics. And Another thing you should consider of doing is to ditch processed food and artificial sugar. Processed food, we talk a lot about the processed food that can be in the processed meat, red meat. It can be on, even bread is processed those days. So all these things, be very mindful. And all artificial sugar. I think natural sugar is more than enough. Nature gives us a lot of beautiful food that can give us this kind of sugar. Processed food harms gut health and the microbiome. It's very likely that when you eliminate all the processed food and all the refined sugar and just give your body enough good things, your gut will start healing naturally, itself. And avoid all allergens and food intolerance triggers. So for example, if you know that you've got the gluten intolerance, so just remove it. If you know that you've got allergy, for example, for something, like eggs, then just remove it. Okay, don't think like, okay, I've got allergy for the food, but the food are in anti-inflammatory diet, should I eat it instead? No. If you've got allergy, just remove it. Okay, so that was simple six things that you can do and implement today to start healing your diet. I hope this video helped. Thank you so much for suggesting, and